How are you, Neil?
So Devin, I want to obviously just start with Ireland over the last few weeks. I think it's what everyone still wants to be talking about. The brand of rugby was very, very exciting. What did you make of it?
Yeah, very enjoyable. It was brilliant. It's getting to see the lads do so well. It was great to see, obviously, the amount of little change-ups that happened just before kick-off, to see, obviously, Tyg Byrne coming in to start and calling lineouts after not calling after all weekend. That was the one I was most, not concerned about, but most impressed with. Like, he wouldn't have called all week long, and then been able to go in and do it in a test match, obviously, when James goes off injured. But it was great to see the younger lads kind of getting more game time and stuff as well. So seeing Harry, seeing Dan Sheehan, seeing all the young lads kind of getting more game time was brilliant. And to see everyone doing well, and yeah, no, it's brilliant for Irish rugby anyway.
Yeah, and like obviously the style of play is what everyone's been so impressed by as well over the last few weeks. And Andy Farrell has kind of been adamant that they've been working towards this for the last 2 seasons, and they've been trying to put it in. And obviously, it's going to take a little while. Like, you would have been involved in Andy's first squads in the Six Nations and stuff like that. Could you see at the time the ideas that they were trying to put in, and obviously you're trying to work through whether or not they're kind of working out the chinks in them?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I would have seen. Yeah, obviously everything that he was trying to do, and it's great to see that they're coming to fruition now. Like, I think every game that Ireland play, we tried, or we were trying. Well, I'm talking as if I'm still playing for them, but it feels like I'm in an Irish press conference here. But yeah, no, obviously they were they try every game to try to do what they're practicing, and it was great to be able to see that it's coming off now. Yeah.
Right. Cheers, then.
No bother.
Devin, staying with the All Internationals, as a lock, what was it like seeing a formidable combination like Rotalic and Whitelock being kind of neutralised?
Yeah, no, it was great from an Irish point of view. I think from the Lockham point of view, I think Hendy called very well. I think James Ryan had a fantastic autumn. I think they kind of shone. But yeah, no, Rotalic and Whitelock, they're a seasoned pair, and I think they're obviously world-class players. And to see them not have, I suppose, the impact that they would usually have is just is testament to how well the Irish pack played. And obviously to not see them get on the ball as much as they usually do was obviously a testament to the defence. So yeah, no, it was good to see.
Yeah, and finally, how different now is the national coaching approach to that of Leinster? Has that gap been narrowed in some way?
I don't know, to be honest, because I'm not in camp. So
Yeah.
I haven't been seeing what's going on behind closed doors. That's I suppose the answer. All I can tell you is what we're doing in here in Leinster. So like, I'm sure what we're doing here, like in the lads in camp, they've brought little things into their game, but I'm not sure how different the overall coaching is, to be honest.
Thanks, Devin.
No matter.
Hi, Devin. How are you doing? It's Mark, starting up in Belfast.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. I'm good. Devin, let me just throw it forward. I'm going to head to the game against Ulster at the weekend. Can I maybe just ask you your assessment of where this Ulster side are at the minute, and if you and the rest of the Leinster camp can kind of sense that they're coming a wee bit.
I think we absolutely can. Yeah. I suppose we've had the last 4 weekends off, and we know that they've had 4 weeks to prepare for us, and they will absolutely be disappointed with that performance that they put out against Connacht in the Aviva. They will obviously think that wasn't good enough, and so they will have been working for the past 4 weeks leading up to this game. And I think, not that they target Leinster every year, but I think Leinster Ulster traditionally has been a very good game, and I do think they're in a good place. They're second in the league. Do you know what I mean? So they're 4 out of 5 apart from that Connacht game that they lost, and they've been doing very well. So yeah, no, I think they're in a good place, and I think they're going to be up for this game 100%. Yeah.
Obviously, Henderson will be a worry. I mean, how much of a, I mean, it's almost how important a player is he for them?
Yeah, he's huge. As he is with Ireland, do you know what I mean? I think I'm a big Henderson fan. I am a good friend of his, and I get on very well with him as well. But I think he's a phenomenal player. I think he probably should have got more game time on the Lions as well. But I think he's huge for them. Obviously, he's a captain. But saying that, if he doesn't play, Alan O'Connor has been playing brilliant as well. Sam Carter has come into a big leadership role there. So they're not wanting for second rows either. I think, but yeah, no, I think they're well stocked there anyway.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Mark.
Hi, Devin. Derek Murray here from Dublin today. Yeah, I'm just wondering yourself there, having 4 weeks off from playing rugby, do you find it is it a strange scenario for you, having played for so many years when there's no real gap around the time of the autumn for internationals?
Yeah, it is strange. Nice though. Nice having a few weekends off. We had 12 days off where we were able to just get off and switch off. Just because it's such a big block of games now. We've got 10 games in a row for the next 10 weekends of big Interpro games and big European games. So it's we kind of needed it to be able to switch off, to be able to switch in for the next 10 weeks. But yeah, no, I'm not complaining about having weekends off. I never will, I don't think.
Okay, and do you feel like that, playing Ulster at the weekend, obviously, Ulster Leinster game can be very close affairs and they're tight in, and then Connacht the following week. Is that a good kind of a run into the Heineken Cup, do you think?
No, absolutely. It's a great run into it, to have 2 big games. We haven't really touched on Europe, to be honest. So we're just going to be focusing on the Ulster game for the last couple of weeks. But as you say, it is a great run up into Europe. But Ulster Leinster in the RDS, the last time we played them in the RDS, they disrupted a lot. Our set piece wasn't great, and they obviously stole a couple, and they kind of hung in, but we hung in for the win. But yeah, no, it's always a good game, Ulster and Leinster in the RDS. Thanks.
Hi Devin, I'll get in here. Just at the start of the season, Leo was talking to us, and he said you spoke to the team. I think it was the first or second game week, and he just said you were hugely influential. How would you describe the role you have off the field as an Ireland international and just a veteran Leinster player?
How to describe my role? Well, first of all, I'm just a player in the squad, obviously, and whenever I'm picked to play, I do my best. Whenever I'm not picked to play, I do my best to prepare the lads, which is like obviously whoever we're playing, the opposition we're playing, we have to prepare their lineouts and prepare them in the game and do what they can. I'd like to think that the young lads would maybe look up to what I've done and the amount of games that I've played in the Ireland games, and would see me as a source of knowledge if they like, and ask me whatever they want. So I'd like to think I'm a bit of an open book for the younger lads, and I suppose an ear and a bit of knowledge for them. Hopefully, anyway.
And speaking of the young lads in Leinster, Jack Dunn, he's just back off a big injury, and he's into the Barbarians. Just how big of an experience do you think that'll be for him? You came up against the Barbarians a few years ago for Ireland.
I know, yeah.
Just a huge side, isn't it?
Yeah, that was in Limerick, wasn't it? I think we lost them, didn't we? Yeah.
A point, I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, no, they were phenomenal that day. They were really, really good, and we weren't the best. But yeah, no, I'm absolutely delighted for Dunners. He's had his time with injury over the last while after breaking his ankle and stuff. So he is a great player, and he's I think he's only like 21 or 22 at this stage.
23.
He's 23, but it seems like he's been around for ages. He's some character, and like I think he definitely is one for the future. He used to be a bit of a lump to try and lift last year, but I think after he got injured, he's kind of leaned down, and he can fly him up in the air now. Anyway, so I think I'd be delighted to see how he gets on the Barbarians. Anyway, him and Rob back together again.
Thank you very much, then.
Cheers.
All right, folks. Thank you very much. If anyone needs,
Do you mind if I just ask one very quick last one?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a yes or no rather than any big long answer. The A game last week against Ulster, were you playing in that, or have you had a full rest over these few weeks?
No, I didn't play in it. No. I was.
That's grand. I just wanted to clear that up.
Okay, cool.
Cheers.